Go ahead.
Sorry, good afternoon. My name is Florisha Mitchell, and I'm from the village of Rose Hill. My first question to you, Mr. Minister, I heard you talk about the ministry have a youth rehabilitation program. I want to know if the country have a youth rehabilitation center.
No, there isn't a youth rehabilitation, but we have a very secure place where we actually do the rehabilitation, and that is at the National Stadium.
My, re- my reason for asking this question, I noticed that some of the youths that like commit crimes and stuff, they send them to Richmond Hill. My suggestion is that I think they should have a rehabilitation center where these youths are sent there to help themselves in where they are weak and what caused the problem or where they may be low, why they commit this crime, instead of sending them and join these hardcore criminals, how we call them, up there. Some of them might learn a new trade and come out there and portray it and get themselves in more trouble and make the country more insecure. My other point is that the feud between River Sally and Rose Hill, I don't know for River Sally, but I know for Rose Hill, one of the things might creating that problem is due to the level and content of music the young people listen to. Okay? They want to form gangs. If they want to form gangs, form a gang and go down in Batway and live here and do a clean-up project. If they want to form gangs, go and help the elderly people in Shambo by cutlass in the land if they want to use cutlass. Please stop chopping the people. Thank you.
You could not have said it better. You could not have said it better.
Good afternoon again. Mr. Prime Minister, before I ask my question, I would like to give you a little background. I used to be a teacher of this school. You see, you're not waiting. A skilled teacher teaching woodwork. Now, some crazy person thought that skill should not be taught to children, and the program was removed. Now, the program we had was a program that catered for the low academic achievers, whereby children who had problems or problems accepting the English and the mathematics would grasp onto the woodwork, the skill. Now, these children were sent, or they would choose their path and go to the multipurpose center down at Sotes, or even Nulo, where they would have become skilled persons and work in the community. That program was removed. However, it was brought back by this administration. The program now is not the same in that it is not, much skill is not taught in the program. It's more of a theoretical program, I would say. I am now a teacher at the Grenada SDA Comprehensive School, teaching the same skill, woodwork. Now, from my years of teaching, what I realize is that the children who become deviant, those who tend to go to gangs after they would have left school, are the children who are low academic achievers. Even at the school, I find that most of the Form 1s, 2s and 3s, are loitering a lot. They are not taking their schoolwork serious. Now, that is not because they do not like school. I think that is because they are frustrated with the academics. They need some form of skill training. Because of the universal secondary education, these children are from the primary school, not ready for secondary school. And they are thrown in the secondary school, and I think that is a result of the frustration. However, in the secondary school, we have just a small woodwork lab with 2 teachers. I do the Form 1s, 2s, and 3s. And as a result of space, the 1s, 2s, and 3s are exposed to limited practical sessions, what you would find is that I would have to teach them a lot of theory. And I think they are becoming frustrated. We also have the technical drawing section in the school. We have the home economics section and the food and nutrition section. However, these rooms are very small. Small as maybe the size of the stage where you're sitting. Now, through your good officer, I am asking if you can assist us catering a larger room so that we can teach the skills to the boys and girls who greatly need them, so that they would not loiter outside and in the future become troublemakers in the community. Thank you.
I know that the Montrose SDA school is done for some form of renovation. So it may be possible, I don't know if that could be done, if some representation could be made, when that renovation is being done to expand your rooms, because the Minister of Education is very keen on technical education. I mean, you've been hearing all over the nation. I think in each secondary school, she said at least 2 technical courses are being taught. So we know the importance of technical education, and we're giving support to it. So I believe it is a reasonable request, and it is something that we could look into, to look at the possibility of expanding, giving you more room space for technical education, because a lot of focus now is on technical education.
Yeah, well, the engagement, that is highly debatable. So I don't really want to, but the engagement, the training of the teachers to engage these persons that have different intelligence. You know, the whole trend of multiple intelligence. So it boils down to engagement and training and so forth. So it's debatable. So, but anyhow, let's leave that right there. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much to all those of you who would have taken part in the discussion. We like very much for all the questions, for the healthy discussions that we had here. I know that we at the ministry, and a lot of suggestions, comments was made, and we'll go back to the ministry to see what we can do from the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and Sports to address some of these concerns. So I'd like to thank you very much for your participation in this afternoon's event, for coming out, sharing with us some of your time. We'd like to thank the members of the panel, Ms. Logie, Minister Simmons, Prime Minister Thomas, for joining us and be participating in today's session. So once again, thank you very much, everyone, for your participation, and we look forward to your continued support in our endeavors at the ministry, and we look to be back here in St. Patrick's with the National Youth Forum. In fact, being a different format, but we'd like to encourage you to continue to support the programs of the Ministry of Youth Empowerment and Sports, because all we do at the ministry is for your benefit.